Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to kind of chat on this topic because it is the number one reason why people don't become digital nomads and why they're held back and why they won't do it. And it is an extreme important topic because if you want to be a digital nomad, if you want to live this life, it all starts here. And you might be thinking, what is she talking about? I'll tell you. The biggest component, and some people might say, oh my God, no, it's not. But I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it is. The biggest component for you becoming a digital nomad is your mind. Your mindset is the biggest tool for helping you complete something or never actually do it. Your mindset can completely hold you back if you believe the story that you tell yourself. If you believe that you have no skills, you have no background in online work, you're too old, you're in a different space in your life, you need more time, you need more of this, you're going to believe it. Because that's what you're telling yourself. You're waking up every single day and you're pretty much convincing yourself those are the reasons why you can't do it. And some of those reasons might be factual, but they're not the real thing holding you back. The real thing holding you back is the fear of actually going and doing it. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of it not working out, all those fears are real. You're definitely feeling them. But the scenarios that you've created in your head for why they won't work out or what will happen if you go after it are just made up scenarios in your head. They actually haven't happened yet. They're not reality. You failing is not a reality. You don't have any more shot at failing than you do at succeeding. It's all up to you deciding if you actually want to go after it. Do you want to do it? Are you, passionate about it enough to actually take this risk? It really all starts with your mindset. I worked in medical device sales in the operating room with a degree in biology. Tell me what of that screams digital nomad. It doesn't. And in 2019, when I quit my job, we didn't have social media quite to the extent we do now where everyone's working online. Remote work is actually more prevalent than it was prior. It was still very taboo. And so when I quit and I left my job, people thought I was absolutely crazy. And you know what? I probably was crazy. But I was crazy enough to dream big, and that was the biggest thing. I knew that if this meant that much to me, I was going to figure it out. And I'm the person to where if I just go balls to the wall, a fire will be lit under my ass to figure it out. So that's what I did. I bet on myself. Was I scared? Abso-freaking-lutely. I remember when I called my boss because I couldn't see him in person. Our schedules weren't working for me to actually leave and put my, resignation in person. So he had me call him, he knew something was up, and I called him, and I had the conversation. It went better than expected. He was actually really proud of me for going after my dreams, but still not the point. When I hung up the phone, I literally screamed. I remember driving home. I know exactly where I was in the Parkway in New Jersey. I remember driving home being like, I did it. And then a split second later, I went, oh my God, I did it. And that fear set in. But I was like, well, I can't go back now. I can't call my boss back and be like, actually, I decided I want to stay. You can't do that. But I decided to bet on myself. Was I scared? Absolutely. The moment I got on that plane with a one-way ticket, I sat down and I was so proud of myself for doing it, but also terrified. There were multiple moments throughout where I'm like, I don't know where I'm going to be the next year, the next 6 months, the next 2 years. I'm not sure where all the money's going to be coming in. There were so many questions I had and so many fears that kept coming up, but I didn't let them stop me because I knew this meant so much to me and because I knew that I could figure it out. There were so many people online who were working, who were making money traveling the world. And there was nothing different about them as a human being than me. It was just the fact that they took the time and the effort to learn. People all start from scratch. Photographers who are now traveling the world and doing photography and videos for hotels, for brands, for travel, for whatever. They all started with their camera, not knowing anything. The people who have e-commerce businesses making loads of money online, the people who have mega coaching businesses, whatever it might be, they all started knowing nothing. They all started from the bottom, but they learned continually. It is getting that 1% better every single day. I'm currently reading the book Atomic Habits, and that is one of the major things they talk about in the beginning of the book. It's not about having this skyrocket success. It is about getting 1% better every single day that brings you all the way up here and doesn't make you go whoop and then back down and up and back down and failure and success and failure and success. It's that 1% better that keeps getting you to where you need to go and making those steps become a daily habit. So how can you show up for yourself now? How can you start learning a new skill now? How can you start without knowing everything? You're never gonna know everything. When I started this YouTube channel, I didn't know everything. I still don't know everything. I'm learning every single week, but my goal is to really grow this and make this bigger than just what it is now. I want to have a community of people. I want to share the digital nomad life with people and make them realize that they can absolutely do it. No withholding information, sharing everything with you guys. And I wanted this to be just a big community. So I took a risk starting this channel. You know, I was scared when I posted my first video. I still get scared all the time, but I'm going to keep showing up for myself. I went from working in the operating room. My first course I did was a virtual assistant course, started learning marketing skills. And then after that, I started learning more about social media, and it grew and it grew. And then I started doing coaching. And then after that, I started a podcast. I've always wanted to do that. And from growing and starting my podcast, I learned a lot about podcast management. And then I started helping other people's podcasts, managing, editing, getting the social media clips together, the teasers, and getting their digital marketing plan and brand strategy in place. None of this I learned when I had my degree and when I had my job in medical device sales. None of that is what I do now. And it's the fact that people think that they can't start over. You absolutely can. I am no better and I am no more special than you are. You can do it. I'm telling you right now, if you're watching this video, you know you want to go after it. And maybe you keep telling yourself, oh, well, until then, until I have more money, until I know more, until I'm more confident. Until is not a time frame. It's literally infinite. Until is infinite until you give it an end. So give yourself a date, give yourself a time where you know that this is when I want to quit my job, or this is when I want to start learning all these skills, or this is when I want to launch my podcast, launch my business, do whatever. Give yourself a time frame and tell yourself every single day that I can do this. Tell yourself every single day that I am capable enough to learn. Start reading books. One of my favorite books that really changed the game for me and what I think I'm able to accomplish and just get out of my own way, because I'm telling you, like I said before, your mind and you are the only thing really standing in your way, is The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest. That book is so good. I'm telling you, start reading some books, read that, listen to some podcasts. I love listening to Jay Shetty. I love listening to Diary of a CEO. Like, all of these things will help you and they'll show you that you can do anything. Everyone starts from zero. If you can go to college and university and get a job and work your way up for years and have a career, guess what? You can do this too. There is no time, there is no age, there is no specific person that this is set aside for. You can do it, but the biggest thing holding you back is your mindset. When you start to work on your mindset and you start to get better at that, you will see a whole world open up for you of possibility. Because literally anyone can do this. And I was never into mindset stuff when I first quit my job or when I wanted to get into this. And I used to be like, I'm totally fine. Like, I don't need to do mindset, personal development work. Let me tell you, I was humbled really fast when I started actually reading things or giving it a shot. There is so much you can do in life, so don't let the fears of others, the fear of yourself, the opinion of others, all those other things hold you back from living the life you actually want to live. There are hundreds and thousands of jobs online, whether you want to be a remote work employee or you want to be a freelancer and self-employed. You can do really anything out there online. There's so much at your fingertips. There are so many videos on YouTube to learn. There are podcasts you can learn. Obviously, there are courses. There's Udemy. There's Skillshare. There's an abundance of information out there. So stop making excuses for yourself. So for every excuse that you come up with, I want you to rewrite it. I want you to rewire your brain and rewrite it in how can I. So I don't have enough money. How can I make more money? I don't have enough skills. How can I learn more skills? You know, whatever the situation is, take that negative excuse or negative mindset and change it to how can I change it? What can I do today to make a difference? What can I do this week to make a difference? I don't have enough time. How can I make more time? So if you can get out of your own way, I'm telling you that's going to be the biggest thing and the biggest step towards you actually achieving this dream. And people always laugh off mindset stuff, but if you don't have the mindset, you won't have a successful business. If you're really looking to transition to the online space, especially as an entrepreneur, this is mega for you. And even if you want to be a remote employee, have confidence and faith that you can actually transition into the career and the job and the position that you want, because no one's stopping you except for you. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you find value from me just sharing some tips on digital nomad life, sharing some information on places you can go and move, and just the vlogs in general, please hit the subscribe button and join the community. It means the world to me. I really love growing this, and I really love just putting all this content together for you guys. So definitely come and join the community, comment below, let me know what's the biggest thing holding you back, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.